Hello, my name is Blair Spence and today we'll be talking about Southeast Asia during the Napoleonic Wars. This video was suggested by D. Jezza. Alright, let's begin. Even though far away from Europe, Southeast Asia was still affected by the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars, with the Netherlands being invaded in 1795 and the Batavian Republic proclaimed. The former strandholder Prince of Orange, William V, wrote letters to the Dutch governors surrendered to British rule, with the colonies of Malacca, Amboina, and West Sumatra surrendering without a fight, with Cochin and Ceylon giving a token resistance before surrendering. The Dutch East India Company remained loyal to the Batavian Republic, but in the 31st of December 1799, the Dutch East India Company went bankrupt due to smuggling, corruption, and mismanagement. The company was nationalized and the land that the company controlled were now under direct Dutch control. In 1806, Napoleon overthrew the Batavian Republic and installed his brother, Louis, as King of Holland, and this put the Dutch East Indies under French control and were now under threat from being taken over by the British. So Louis sent his best general, Herman William Daniels, as the new Governor-General, and he strengthened the defenses of Java, the main island of Dutch rule. He also improved the roads and internal administration on the island, built new hospitals, barracks, and arms factories in Surabaya and Semarang, and a military college in Batavia. Daendels followed the example of his king by ending the discrimination against Catholics and allowing them to worship, and introduced continental law in the colonies. In 1810, the British launched an invasion of the Spice Islands and captured with light casualties, and next year they captured Java, and Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles was made Lieutenant Governor of Java, where he continued the centralization carried out by Daendels, along with improving administration and implementing liberal economic practices. Raffles would send expeditions to Yurikawa and Palembang sultanates, with the British sacking the royal palace of Yurikawa, burning it, and installing a more friendly ruler on the throne. Raffles patroned archaeological surveys in Java, where they discovered Buddhist artifacts, Hindu temples, and an ancient Majapahat city of Trollin. With these discoveries, he would write a book with the original sounding name of the history of Java. In 1816, the British returned the Dutch East Indies back to the Dutch, as in the terms of the Anglo-Dutch Treaty of 1814, with the Dutch continuing their expansion in the Indonesian archipelago. In other parts of Southeast Asia, Thailand and Burma were fighting a series of wars between each other, with the Burmese Empire trying to expand its eastern borders, but the Thais would successfully defend their borders. In the Malay Peninsula, the Johor Sultan Mehmed Shah III died, and a succession dispute broke out between his sons Hussein, who was supported by the British, and Abdul Rahman, who was supported by the Dutch. This dispute would lead to the founding of the British colony of Singapore by Stamford Raffles in the 28th of January 1819. And in 1824, the British and the Dutch divided the Johor Sultanate into two, with Riau Lingga given to Dutch and ruled by Abdul, and Johor given to the British ruled by Hussein in the treaty of that same year. That brings me to the end of this video. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.